Hey friends, this is Mercedes, also known as That Mom here on the internet, and today we are going to be doing a quick video on my absolute favorite rice pudding in the whole world, which just so happens to be from my unofficial Harry Potter cookbook by Diane Budschultz. Bushultz. I have a very hard last name, and I understand how hard last names are, so if I butchered that, I am so sorry. But anyway, I got this cookbook when it was brand new, when it had just come out. I believe I had it was either right after or right before I had moved in with my husband, so I went to an actual bookstore and everything to go get it. Probably one of the last times I have been in an actual new bookstore. So I usually like going to Bookman's and Save or Skip books. But anyway, I went to an actual bookstore for this one, and I am so happy I did, because over the years we have made so many recipes out of this cookbook. And like I said, this rice pudding is my absolute favorite recipe from the whole cookbook. Well, yeah, it's basically the one I make all the time. So what I am doing here in this clip is I am putting together the rice, the milk, the sugar, and the salt in my saucepan to bring it to a boil. What we have here is a half a cup of white rice. We have 4 cups of whole milk and a half a cup of granulated sugar and a fourth of a teaspoon of salt. And there are a couple people in the house that have tried the rice pudding. Usually all the time I get, oh, it's very sweet. But I do play around with this rice pudding from time to time, and I'll add in different spices, and I've added in pumpkin puree. I didn't film it, but we did our pumpkin puree from the pumpkins into rice pudding, and it was delicious. It was like a pumpkin pie pudding. So right here we're just combining all of the ingredients, and we have them on our fire, and I'm just going to go ahead, and I did end up cutting quite a bit of this process out, but I did leave in some stirring montage in this video. My pink salt, because that is the only salt we really have. We have some other salt, but we basically use it for crafting to make the salt dough ornaments, which I will show you guys hopefully in a video coming up very soon, those ornaments. So we're going to do some stirring, and we'll be right back with the next step. Okay, so after all that stirring, I just stirred it so much so that it wouldn't burn to the bottom of the pan, but you're going to let it boil or simmer with the occasional stirring for 15 minutes. And then you're going to go ahead and remove it from the heat. You're going to take off the heat and everything. I just turned off my burner because I needed to keep it in the camera view. But then you're going to go ahead and add your butter, your vanilla, and your nutmeg. So that is 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I have at this point added in pumpkin pie spice in the past. I have added in, my daughter reminded me that we've added in chocolate chips and stuff like that in the past. So this has usually been the step that I've added that in, because this is just a stir to combine and then put your mixture into your pan. The pan, by the way, guys, I did let it heat up in the oven, and we did grease it. We did the oven at 300 and greased our baking dish, and then it cooks after you get it all, which I will make a mess here in a second in the video, but once you've combined all of this and then put it into your dish, you go ahead and put it back in the oven for an hour, and you have to start every 20 minutes or so, it says. Usually I do stir it every 20 minutes. I have a timer set for 20 minutes, and I'll get up and stir it, but I set my timer for 30 minutes this time, so I only had to get up and start twice, and then after you do those 2 stirs, it'll have, or more stirs if you're doing the 20 minutes, it'll have cooked for an hour. So then you just leave it for another 45 minutes, 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how golden you want your, your top. That's the word I was looking for this whole time. The top layer, the goldeny layer, which is absolutely delicious, guys. So we ate this the night of. We ate it just plain, just normal, nothing on top of it. But it also is good with some fruit, some jam. It is good the next day with a little bit of whipped cream. This is just a very, very good recipe, and I veganized this recipe in the past and everything. So, yeah, I mean, heck, I've been making it now. My oldest is going to be 11 here pretty soon, and I have at least made it almost every single year that she's been alive. So, almost every single, if not multiple times in the year. So, here's another wonderful recipe from this unofficial Harry Potter cookbook. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because we have made a couple recipes from this video, guys, from this cookbook, guys. So yeah, stay here if you want to see some more, because I feel like more are coming. Have a wonderful day. Did I say like and subscribe? Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.